marked up, man. It's a sign of respect.
Thought if I came and looked at this, I might find my way back, you know?
Wanna know what I see up there? A fantasy, man. A dream.
What up, chat? We're back. Whoops. I got my key card on me and shit. I totally forgot about that. How's everybody doing? It's been a while. It's been a while, chat. I wish I could say I was on vacation. I wish I could say that was like my summer break. Like I'm like Jon Stewart or like somebody on TV that just takes like 2 months off. But I have in fact been working my ass off. It's been very, very busy with PuffCon and all the other things we have going on. It's been pretty crazy. let me just start off with, I guess, a few things here. One, I had a little business trip to New York last week, and on that business trip, I got gifted this beautiful piece. Let me do the top-down shot. Check this out, chat. You guys already know. I gotta get the glass artist name on this. But you already know what it is. This is a GZ1 character, man. Absolutely beautiful. Such a sick one. It means a lot to me. I've been following Jeezy my whole career. It's not even his style. It's where he found himself in the cannabis community of probably being the foremost artist that is not an actual glassblower in the space. But has had collabs with Mothership, with Elbow, with Quave, with every major name you can think of. Has probably made the most important hash merch ever. Like, the dude is, I consider Jeezy to be one of the architects in the space that we try to carry the torch for, even though he is still very much in the space. And so getting this from him, to me, is almost as meaningful as getting my Scott Deppie top. So, like, I haven't even hit this yet. I was waiting for this to come back so I can rip it. Let's actually give it a shot, man. I have a lot of hash I've been waiting to show you guys. So we do have a little bit of a hash show and tell today. I have some things here that just got dropped on my plate. Chelsea brought me something from Feel Good called Headbanger. Headbanger is a strain, for those that don't know, that was very similar to Sour. God, I love Feel Good. I hate the fucking stickers, bro. I'm just gonna rip this sticker off. It's so hard to cut them. I mean, I'm sure it keeps everything in here hella fresh, but at least I know this is Headbanger. So I'm gonna come apart just as I did that. But Headbanger is a strain that would get trapped as sours, and it has a very similar smell. I actually haven't smelled this jar yet, but I trust them, and the fact that this got put on my desk today. Ooh. Yeah. It's not soury. It is what Headbanger is. It has that touch of gassy sour. This has a smidge of sweetness to it. Almost like an alcohol-y type smell, but like not alcohol like gas. Not alcohol like, you know, ISO. Super interesting. I can't wait to try this. Check it on the hash cam. Gorgeous looking, immaculate jar. Just opened it. Not a drop of particulate. And I think these days with the hash cam that we have, that's rare to see. So let's go in and dab it. This is my first dab of the day. A much needed one for the day. It's been a long one. It's been a long one. I'll probably take this dab, chat, and maybe take some questions. I'm keeping it light today. We're so busy with PuffCon coming up, which I'll get into in a little bit, with all the crazy things that you know we're always working on, right? It's never quiet season at PuffCo. We're never not working on something. So it's just been very, very busy. So I'm going to try to put in an hour today. I doubt we'll get to the 10 ski, but maybe with Kev's help. Oh, this is locked. All right, let's go. First hit off the Jeezy piece. Shout out to For My Head, man. I haven't seen the homie in a minute. Yeah, the stickers are crazy. I'm sorry, Rosin Ranch. You know, sometimes the only way to get out of something is through it. You know, that's the situation I find myself in. Ooh, okay. The Jeezy's a ripper. Ooh, oh my God. Ooh. The This thing is working, man. Great seal. What was the artist name on this? Check out all the smoke, chat. Holy shit. Ooh, that got me. Stromboli glass. Yeah, shout out to Jeezy, man. It's a great piece. It rips super well, too. Almost too well. That fucked me up. That was a great, great, great first tab. NYC Chinatown GZ top goes brazy. I like that name for it. Damn, super nice. Holy shit. That really fucked me up, man. It probably would look better on the daybreak, but I can't hit the daybreak today, man. That already got me too high. I feel like I'll be struggling to get to this next hour, but I think also anytime I say that, oh, my bugging back. Ugh. I made the mistake yesterday of doing a bunch of like treadmill walking with like a kettlebell in my hand, like a farmer's carry, but I was doing it on the treadmill. I was just like posture straight, got it, no problem. Bro, my shit is fucking tight. I thought it was all on the core. I forgot how much my back hurts. Anyways, chat, you're not here for this. Yeah, I guess admin, let's run with some questions, chat. Like I said, I'm kind of getting my groove back. These next 45 days for us are so fucking tight, man. We have so much going on. PuffCon is happening. It's 2 days this year. We have other cool things going down before then. I forgot what exactly they are because I'm so spun out right now. But we have other things happening. So it's just a super busy time. I haven't been able to prioritize stream. I haven't even been able to prioritize getting the stream into the house. But don't worry, like Hash Talk is remaining. This isn't something that like we're canceling. Chris and Mary, it's hard to imagine when we're going to do Michigan. Michigan was next up for the jar check, but our schedule filled up so hard. It's kind of what I'm going through now, man. I've been like experiencing burnout since when the fuck was Mary Jane? Is that June? Was it July? I feel like maybe it was June. It feels like it was a while ago. But like since before the Mary Jane Berlin chat, I was back then overworked and I haven't gotten better. Any update on my grow? Nothing. Like right now I'm kind of in a prioritization break, which is why I'm probably not streaming as much as I have before. I just have too much work to do. That being said, I think after PuffCon is when we'll have that room to return to stuff. Maybe we can do something in Michigan before the end of the year. There's a lot to plan, but yeah, we're not canceling. I want to do more of this. I just have no time, chat. That's like, not even saying it like I don't want to do this or anything else. It was actually admin's call of like, you need to work, dog. Like you can't be doing everything at once. And so I appreciate that because I say yes too much. Anyways. Do you personally have a loading size preference for dabbing with each Puffco product? Yeah, that's actually a great question, Jetsko. So like I like to load respective to the chamber size. So if I'm doing something, let's say I'm using a pivot, I'm probably filling up a pivot 30 to 50% of the chamber. That's way too much. You shouldn't do that. You should be going way smaller. I'm filling the proxy probably 20% of that chamber. Like again, the proxy, I'm treating a proxy like a peak. I'm throwing in an easy 0.2 in both of them. And I do even more in my Peak Pro, and the reason I do that is because I'll get higher if I don't. So if you take a really small dab in a Peak Pro, you're going to consume it entirely. And you're going to actually, in my belief, get higher fully vaping a 0.15 off a Peak Pro than a 0.3. And that's why I choose 0.3 in the Peak Pro. Even though you'll probably get higher off of the 0.3, like you are technically consuming more, you're also going to have more left behind, so you're not consuming all of it. But with our devices, I kind of like to make sure that I never hit the point of no reclaim. That is my bar of a good dab, is I want reclaim left behind. If there's no reclaim left behind, it affects my recovery. What does that mean, right? What is in reclaim? My belief, even though I think we might have had it tested at one point, but my belief is that reclaim is mostly CBN. And CBN just gets you kind of tired and dumb. So if I rip a Peak or I rip a Pivot and there's no reclaim left, that means I consumed way more CBN than if I hit a, let's say, a Peak Pro that has a way deeper chamber. Now, I've learned how to hit all of our devices this way, but if there's one device that I kind of can't cheat, it's the Pivot. The Pivot, in a weird way, is going to get me a harder to recover from high, which I think a lot of people like. A lot of people want to take one hit and be smashed for hours. I think the Pivot almost only gives you that option. With the Proxy, you can choose to or not to, right? You can load a small one and rage it and complete it, or you could put a little bit of a bigger one and leave reclaim behind. Same with the Peak. And with the Peak Pro, obviously the same thing. Anyways, I lost my train of thought with that comment. Yeah, that's how I like to do it. That's how I like to do it. Take off your hat. I have a weird feeling when like men tell me on the internet what to do. It's like a really weird thing. Like, I'm bald under this hat. It's well known. There are plenty of pictures of me without hair. I'm not shy about it. I've been bald since I was 19 years old. Almost younger. I've been shaking my head since I was 19 years old. But I find it really weird when like grown men on the internet tell other grown men what to do. So anyways, take that for what it's worth. And if that's the troll, just bop 'em. I got no time. Jay Guapo, love the Pivot. I mean, I'll be real. It's like, if you go back, maybe we could drop the link in the chat, but if you go back to the stream that I did with Ryan Fitz piece, he made a piece called The Pillar, I think. And like you plug the Pivot in there and it's like a whole thing. I don't know if somebody can help find that, which stream that was. But if you go there and you watch me hit it, watch how high I am after hitting the Pivot. I can't recover. I can't do my job. Like it, not to say it works better than our other devices, but it makes sure you consume everything in there. And unfortunately, that's going to include CBN. It's why when I travel a lot, even though I love my Pivot, it'll get me out of so many jams. I kind of prefer to travel with our other devices just because I can maintain my high better. But I think the way I like to get high is different than most people in that I'm really chasing desired effect over intensity of high. So like I care more about the high I get than how high I get, right? Like with Pivot, I can take a small dab but still get too high. Or with Peak Pro, I can take a big dab and still get too high. Anyways. Everyone, I find it very strange. And it's a weird thing, man. I got to assume that like a lot of people, I gotta assume there's just a lot of young cats out there, man. Sometimes when I see that shit, it's like, you gotta assume you're 15 years old, bro. Which means it shouldn't be in here, by the way. Anyways, that's my answer. Let's see. Jay Guapo loved it. Jay Guapo loved it. Is it true that you wasted to taste it? I mean, that is in fact the thing, right? Like most of the flavor is burning off of your dab in the first pull. And your first pull typically is not, again, it depends on what you're hitting, right? Because on a nail, your second pull is a lower temperature hit than your first pull, just, it's not physics, right? But yeah, your first hit is usually your most flavorful one. And if you want to waste it, bro, that's how you do it. Damn, I'm pretty high. Continuing off of this raffle, how often do we dab? That's another question I think somebody asked. So I'll be real with you. I go through cycles. I dab for work and it changes your relationship. It's why like you guys see me posting flour sometimes is I'm like, oh, people probably don't even know how much flour I consume. And how much flour I consume varies. And right now, I'm actually in a very hash heavy stage. But I wasn't a few months ago. A few months ago, I was probably maybe taking, let's say, 8 to 10 dabs a day for work, and then smoking a fucking half ounce at night with flour. It was very normal for me. I'll smoke big joints, like that's 4 big eighth joints. Lately, and it's because when I smoke a lot of flour, what I find is, one, my skin gets worse. I start looking older. I'm in that healing phase right now. I'm trying to smoke hash just to be around less smoke. My lungs hurt more. Like, I wake up the next day just a bit more hurty. Just think about it, like, instead of vaporizing the trichomes on the flower, I am burning and inhaling the whole plant. Mind you, I'm a former cigarette smoker. Mostly former. I cheat here and there. And yeah, God, I'm losing my train of thought. That whatever dab that was got me a very dumb high. I gotta take something else to perk myself up. But anyways, yeah, lately I'm on that other schedule and other vibe, and so I'm dabbing more hash. So now let's say, like, on a day like today, it'll probably be 20 dabs today overall, between what I do here, what I do when I go home. Maybe it'll actually be a little bit less. I don't love vaping herb. I actually don't like vaping herb. I prefer a joint. I prefer a joint to any vape. I have heard good things about a ball vape, but yeah, I just don't. I don't prefer it. I don't know what AJ is saying, but I see you guys deleting a lot of his comments, so maybe get him out of here. So he's butthurt today. Where am I going to be at in PuffCon? I don't know my full schedule yet for PuffCon. I got to work it out. PuffCon is a very busy day for me, so like I really got to work it out. But I'll be around. I'll tell you what my schedule was last PuffCon is I would go out for an hour. I'd walk around in different areas. People would come up, want to take a picture, maybe have a couple of words. Take a lot of taking hundreds of pictures at the very least at PuffCon. Why is he so obsessed with it? I feel like he wants to screen grab it and do some weird shit with it. Again, another grown man telling other men to do things on the internet. Weird. Anyways, I'll go out for about a whole hour, and then I'll go upstairs. This is where our offices are. I'll go to my office for like 30 minutes and just cool off. Like, I get overwhelmed. I'm like somebody who really doesn't like being like touched and stuff like that. Like, it's gotten weirder as I've gotten older too. So like, it's a big thing for me to be out there with people, and like I find myself in like this very vulnerable place of like, I'm there, I'm meeting people, we're hugging. I'm not asking you guys to do any less of that. If I could ask you for anything, it's like fist bumps, not handshakes, please. I hate wiping my hand 1,000 times throughout the day, and I know some of y'all are not washing your hands as much. But I find it to be a very vulnerable day because I'm around so many fans and so many people who care about Puffco and care about hash, and for some reason meeting me is meaningful to them, and I feel a huge responsibility to deliver. So like, I pace myself at PuffCon. I'll show up for an hour, I'll do as much as I can, and then I'll go upstairs and just breathe, and then I'll go out and do the same thing. So it'll probably be similar this year at times. I believe we're planning a stream, right? Are we doing a stream at PuffCon? So there will be some kind of stream. There will be things going on. It might be a little bit different than previous years, but one of the most important things to me about PuffCon is being able to connect with the fans, is being there face to face with you. It's seeing how much this community matters to you. It's really important for me, not just to be there for you, but to also feel that energy of like how impactful the work we do is. So like, I will be around, look out for me. You could see me on stream, you'll definitely see me, but if you're looking to just meet me and connect, we'll do that as well. And all you got to do is when you see people gathering, just wait. I typically will get through everyone and then go, which usually takes me about an hour at a time. Hashcam is mad lonely. Thank you, Stone. Gonna move on to one of my favorite jars that I've seen in a while. I got to meet up with the homie Tricadelics, chat, and I know you're seeing it in the bottom of the screen, but like, it really got reaffirmed to me that Tricadelics is probably one of the best rosin makers in the world. And I think it's not just because of the rosin that he makes. I think his selection, like the first place I ever saw Mendoza Farms was Tricadelics. A lot of flower brands that I wasn't aware of, I've learned through him. I didn't hear of Grow Low Key until Tricadelics. The people he chooses to work with are some of the highest quality growers I think I've ever seen. And I hadn't seen Trike in a minute. I was actually in New York earlier this year. I'm guessing maybe April. It's all blurring together now. And I was outside of Frank's Chop Shop, a known like barbershop. I was there with a few homies. I think I saw the homie Sherbinsky there. And then these kids come up. You guys don't know this reference, but the guy who does will laugh. Glocks, it was your son. Glock, it was your sons. I met your sons out there. I'm very talking to a friend. Send him that time stamp, admin. And a friend of a friend shows up and he has Tricadelics, and I smell the jar. And as soon as I smelled this pink drink, I was like, holy shit, Trike has not only not lost it, but he might be in his greatest fucking era. I couldn't believe it. So like, this is the rosin. This is what it's looking like, chat. Stunning jar. Stunning. I could already tell. I mean, look how terpy it is. You can kind of see the crystals forming in the cold cure. So you just know this shit is going to pack a punch. And the terps are great. Pink drink is a perfect name for it. It's hard for me to describe it. It's sweet. Touch of gas, touch of pine, but not sweet like a fruit. Sweet like almost like a, you know, strawberries and cream candy type of thing. I love it. I dabbed it before. I love it. This is one of my favorite things out right now. Let me actually hit a proxy real quick. I really want to lean on the flavor on this one. Let me just show you guys what it's looking like after I scraped it. I mean, this is just like not your average hash, man. You get a lot of jars. You're not looking like this. And the terps are there, and you know, let's see if the flavor and effect comes through. That last dab, that headbanger was, that's something I'm gonna save for like end of stream in the future, if I have it in the future. That was like heavy. Got me very done very fast. That's fine. I'm going in on red, chat, so don't judge me for the vapor too much, but I'm gonna go in on red. I feel like MacBook is talking to somebody in the chat. Puffco Do. Yeah, what the brand of the hash cam? I'm looking. I don't see a name. Fantastic hash from Trike. Whew. I'm a proxy lover, Uncle Coconut. Yo, man, I made that post. I've been staying off my IG. Like, in my own comments. I'll catch up on them, but probably a few days later. It's been pretty healthy for me. It's just, like, tough to argue with people on the internet, man. I'm kind of over it. Like, on anything. It's like, fine, we disagree, or fine, I'm an asshole. Like, whatever it is, I just don't want the drama anymore. But if there's anything that almost pulled me out of that state, like, you guys are just not seeing me reply on IG as much. Doesn't mean I don't get back to people or stuff where I'm needed, but I just kind of been over it. I've kind of been over arguing on the internet or trying to, like, compel people on the internet. I feel like it's like just arguing with a wall sometimes. Why am I bringing this up? The proxy post. I post the proxy is my favorite device. And everybody's like, must not be selling. Does it matter if it's selling or not? It's my favorite fucking device. It's been that has been a consistent track since 2022 of me saying that Proxy is my favorite device. And only after the Peak came out did I say the Peak is close, but it could just never be what the Proxy is for me. Proxy gives the exact amount of vapor that I want to have that effect that I talked to you about earlier. That effect of being able to consume without being super tired, getting a ton of flavor, getting this uppy high, and having it go away clean, and being able to return to have another one whenever I want. Proxy gives me that all day. Never mind the form. Never mind the insane pipes I have. Ryan Fitz Gold Claw. Have you guys ever seen it? Like, do we have a link or something of that somewhere? Do we have it here? We ripped that motherfucker, bro. How could I do something like that with a Peak? Or a Pivot? Nah, the Gold Claw is the Gold Claw. It's not here. Maybe it's at the house. I gotta ask my lady. Yeah, we should know where that is. Like, that's probably a piece that I would never want to lose. But that Gold Claw, it hits amazing. And I am hitting one of my favorite pieces of glass art ever. And it's hitting well. And it's a showstopper in a room. So for so many reasons, I love the Proxy. That being said, if you're somebody who's like, nah, bro, I'm trying to get as high as humanly possible with every fucking dab. It's gotta be at least as good as a Slurper. Well, then nothing but the Peak Pro with 3D XL is gonna work for you. And like, that's not the experience I want. I am not taking 20 dabs a day that are like, passed out. Oh my God. I don't like that. It's not the way I like to smoke hash. Now, I do like to have dabs like that. Maybe 2 dabs a day like that, 3 dabs a day like that. The rest of the dabs I want are very conversational. I want to keep returning to it. I want to have another jar and test another flavor. And Proxy gives me that while getting me high. I also feel like the Proxy flavor is, to me, just like one of the best devices, one of the best flavors our devices have ever been able to deliver. If you're pheno hunting, if you're somebody who's exploring flavors with cannabis, and I say this to a lot of breeders I know and they agree, this is the device to really see the nuance that's hard to get in other areas. I've had people, I won't drop the company name because they didn't say that was a public endorsement, but they say that they prefer to use a Proxy over quartz or anything else when pheno hunting. It's like, those are the reasons I love it. But, oh shit, Thomas is in here. What up, Thomas? How you doing, my G? That's like another person, man. I wish I had more time to see. His studio is not far from where I live. And like, I want to see you, dog. Thank you for everything you do. I have endless love for Yola, man. Yola to me is one of the most important people in the fucking game, man. Like, and it's not even for everything he does for cannabis. Like, I have this belief that if cannabis is your only identity and there's nothing else to it, it's not super interesting to people. And the way to pull people into the space is you have to be interesting and valid outside of cannabis in order to bring people into it. And Yola has done that so magnificently. Like, cannabis is an ever-present part of everything he does. But it's not like he's interviewing a grower and super cannabis nerds. He's interviewing some of the most interesting fucking people out there and pulling other people interested in those people into our space and having them see what we do is a bit more normal. And that is done nowhere else that I've seen in media, bro. Like, maybe that's crazy, or like maybe it's a bold claim to make. I hope I'm not offending anyone else. You just do not fucking see the level of production and quality and interviews and content that he brings while being appealing to people who are not at all interested in cannabis while being 110% valid in cannabis, man. It is, he's the guy. All the love. I can't say enough good things about him. I've been saying good things about him before homie ever knew who I was. I always love to reference him of like, I have been here since you had to switch to Vimeo because you got kicked off of, I can't remember if it was YouTube or Instagram at the time. But I remember it was one of the first times I used Vimeo, which is why I remember it so clearly. Something you guys probably don't even know anymore. Fuck is Vimeo. That's how long I've been a fan of Yola, and like, he's over-delivered for our community. So big shout out to you, dog. Thank you for being in here. It makes me nervous because I'm not the charismatic storyteller that you are at all, and I'm just trying to compliment my way out of it. Oh man, Dubs in the chat for Yola, man, not for me. I appreciate how we've contributed, but in this game, in this platform we're in, he's the guy. He's the guy. All right, let me keep going with some dabs, man. I'm gonna save some water hash. I have this dab. I was gonna take 2. Let's keep the trike love going. I wanna keep showing you guys some trikey stuff. What'll be the next strain I hit? Oh, we got a lot of hash to smoke today, chat. All right. I'm gonna go on the papaya. Ooh, damn. Pine Paya. Pine Paya crossed with RS11. This is, I don't know the name of this, so it must just be the name, Pine Paya RS11. Because he doesn't have a name on the top of it. Loud. Notes of papaya. Definitely piney. I mean, this is exactly what the name sounds like. If you know a piney smell, if you know papaya, and if you know RS11, this smells like a wonderful combination of the two. Single source, 54 days, live rosin, 90 micron, 2 grams. I mean, Trikey is just that dude, bro. Look at this. Trikey is just that dude. This is perfect, right? This to me is the real color you want to see in a jar. A bright gold, not too yellow, not yellow touching on brown, but a bright, vibrant gold. This means that it was brought to full term, so to full maturity of the trichome. When it's really white, your rosin, they typically pulled that plant before it was fully ready. And it'll have pretty good flavor, but the effects won't be so strong. I imagine the effects of this to be probably pretty strong. But this is how beautiful it is. Let me pull out a little dab and just put it back just so you guys can see what it looks like. Post dab. There it is. Again, a ton of moisture, no sandiness. I don't think I've ever had a sandy jar from Tricadelics, ever. I also feel like I've never had a jar that was so wet that it was slippery. I had one jar from him like that back in the day. I don't love those either. It feels to be like perfect for me. I'm not a big papaya fan. It's one of the strains that I had too much of. I do think it's one of the best strains of all time. It's just one that has been overexposed in my life. Put this on white. Big papaya guy right here. Okay, Woody. Whose shop got looted? Damn. Damn. Exhale to me is more RS11 than anything else. I already knew when I looked at it, I already knew what this was going to do to me. How can I not love the proxy, man? How can I not love this experience? 10 out of 10 rage bait, by the way. 10 out of 10 rage bait. Man, that shit just ain't selling. That's why you're saying it. Got me with that. 10 out of 10 rage bait. Damn, that was a hot boy. That was a hot boy. My dab might have been a little too small on that one, so here comes that CBN high. Still will be better than I put it. Let's keep it. Let me maybe answer a question. Let me do a quick fucking blowing my nose sesh because I'm all stuffed up. Be right back.
He who is back again, never quick to fail. Double back, won't miss a meal. Sharp as steel, don't hurt everything that is said about me. I ain't tripping, don't let lucky here, he don't play about me. Loyalty is not for sale. Wishing those who wish me well, a great bill of health. They said I see you at the top, well then I'll be here. 10 years, so I'm still spinning, shit, I'll be down. It's understood, my words get twisted, shit, that's my fault. It's on the chain, I know.
Oh man, yeah, two most successful jolly rage baits of all time. I think, at least. I'm sure there have been many others. I've been rage baited. I'm an easy mark for rage baiting. Was. I'm better now. But it was definitely that one with like, you don't actually fuck with proxy. It's just not selling. So like you're just selling out, right? You're just telling us to buy something you don't believe in. Got my ass. And mainly for that reason, like, man, I built my whole career on being fucking honest with what we do. What do you mean I don't fuck with this shit? Second one was didn't inhale. Didn't inhale. It took me a long time to let go of that one, bro. Because I'm like, what do you mean didn't inhale? Like, you can't hold that much vapor in your mouth. Maybe I'm exhaling quickly where I'm like taking it all in and getting... And I just very quickly realized that it's either people who don't really understand smoking or smoke, or they're just fucking rage baiting me. And I think eventually in the end, it was like people knew, well, this is going to be funny. I'm going to get a reply if I say this. But those are the two best of all time. Let me know, Chad, if any other... No, actually don't. I was going to say, put your other favorite jolly rage baits in the chat. Actually, please don't. Or do. I'm going to ignore them. You're gonna test my growth right now, and I'm down to prove it. What did Stone say? So this one makes my heart sing. Anyways, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I got to meet Fahi this weekend in Montreal for a Puffco experience. She's one of the most wonderful people I've ever met. Ditto, man. She's one of the most wonderful people I've ever met. Fahi is actually my hash guru. I don't give any person the credit of teaching me more about hash than Juliana has. All aspects of it, all the different ways that it's produced, you know, like there are close seconds. I actually feel like Alice in my time that like a few years ago of Wuxos Winery, and Flynn as well, and there are many others, man, like the Frosties. I have to give them so much credit for how much they shared with me over the years. But it's a little bit different when it's not a hash maker. And Juliana has been that person for me of like really teaching me about the nuance of hash. I mean, she is the person who's been running Ego Clash in Barcelona this whole time. So like she knows more about it than so many others, but she has been my guru. She puts me on to so much. Any question I have, if she doesn't know the answer, she'll connect me right to the growers or to the breeders that can get me the answer. And it's, yeah, heavy endorsement, man. We're all very lucky to be working with her. I haven't seen her in a minute, man. I've been so busy that even in Berlin, like, I feel like me and the whole crew have been on our grind and not on our bonding as much lately. What's one thing that's super interesting about hash that I didn't know before? I mean, before when, really? I mean, yeah, I have an answer. I think it's a little bit of a novice answer. It's probably not what you're looking for. Because I feel like, not to say I've learned everything I need to learn, but I feel like my lessons really came in the 2010s. And since then I've seen new techniques, but nothing that like really melted my brain. There were two things about, I'm not going to say hash, I'm going to say dabbing, because I think that's clear. I think if I say hash, you might consider like, oh my God, I'm so burnt out. Charas. What's the one with the M? You might consider Charas or other type Moroccan hash, right? Like you might be considering many things. So I'm going to say dabbing. What is one thing that's super interesting about dabbing that I didn't know before? This is something that came when I got into dabbing early, and that was one, flavor. Holy shit, cannabis can taste this way. Any jar you smell here, if you smell a jar of flower and you smoke a jar of flower, you'll be like, oh yeah, this has great flavor. Amazing. What great terps. When you try it in a dabbable form, it unlocks something that you didn't think cannabis was capable of doing. I didn't know cannabis could taste this good. I didn't know that it could taste like tangerines, that it could taste like papaya, that it could taste meaty, that it could taste like gasoline. I mean, gas I kind of knew from sour, but I had no idea that it could have all those heavy set terps in this way. And it really took, I got to give it credit, BHO for me to see that for the first time, which kind of existed before rosin. The other thing that I didn't really know about dabbing until I got well into it was the high that it can give you, which I have covered previously in the stream. And what it is about that high is that you are able to take a dab, have a high that onsets very fast. You are high within seconds, right? From the moment I start inhaling till the moment I feel the effects, unlike a joint where I have to take a few and it takes a few minutes, happens instantly. I am instantly high. And then 45 minutes later to an hour later, I'm sober. And I could take another dab. Now, I'm not sober, right? I'm not as sober as I would be if I didn't take a dab at all. But in my own subjective experience, I am 99% back to where I was before I took the dab in an hour. I love that. That means that as a CEO and somebody who's actively working, I can go and rip it throughout the day and not become super tired or have something that derails the rest of my day. When I would smoke a joint, and even now when I smoke a joint, if I do it during the day, I can't work. I can't think. My thoughts come slower. I'm not moving as fast. I'm not as motivated, but hash keeps me fueled and going. And so like those are kind of the two things that I learned about dabbing and hash after getting heavily into it, is that it is a flavor experience from cannabis that otherwise would be unattainable, in my opinion. And it is also an experience from cannabis that would be otherwise unattainable if you weren't dabbing. I love both of those very much. Those are my two. Think of all the weed smokers around the world that have never had the opportunity to smoke for flavor. I mean, it is one of the most beautiful things when, and I recommend chat, you guys do this in your own lives, you know, obviously to help, you know, the hash agenda and help climb people up Hash Mountain. But if you have somebody in your life who's never taken a dab them out, man. Show them how crazy the flavor is. Not on something crazy like we used to do if they're on the floor, not able to breathe from a 680-degree dab. No, something light where they could see the flavor you can get. Do you love papaya? Show the homies how papaya tastes when it's not in flower form. There's a reason you only see papaya in hash and not in joints. You don't really see it. You'll see it in hash holes as a rosin. But there's a whole world of flavor out there that is absolutely unattainable unless you are turning to some type of resin, whether it be solventless or not. Yeah, what else we got? I mean, I'll do one more question and then I'm gonna pull Kevin. Speaking of hash, I think I'm gonna go back to the peak for this one. Speaking of hash, let's get into some melts, man. I've had this melt. I actually, I don't know what the name of this is, man. This is that frog strain, because I don't know. You guys know, maybe you can help me with this. Do you know those homies? Do you know yeah. Are they the one, do they have is toad venom theirs? They're the ones that call it that. Anyone else calling it that, it ain't toad venom, that's just a frog thing.
Unless they got the toad. I don't know if that's
Cool. So like, this is not coming from those homies. I respect those homies. I like those homies. They've been super kind to us. Showed up at PuffCon last year. This is not them. This is that same brand that I told you guys about. If you know, you know previously. I got this jar of, let's just call it, you know, frog poison or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's in that world. Hey, it's pretty not bad, right? On the fly, it's pretty good. Maybe he's gonna call it that now. I didn't try it. This is a very expensive jar. I'll be real with you. It was gifted to me. Like I try not to like ever front on what's gifted. The trikey was paid for. The trikey I paid for that. That is my homie. That is also somebody who's got to pay the fucking bills. And I paid for other stuff from If You Know You Know. This is, I think, one of only 2 things I've ever gotten from him for free, of many more than that. But I wanted to try it here. He said it's really hype. I felt like, what's the point of just smoking this at home? This is something you guys are want to experience. Check this out. This is at this point 3 weeks old, chat. This is water hash. This is water hash. It's 3 weeks old. Now it's been in the freezer. Not freezer, it's been in the fridge. So it didn't preserve. I posted a picture of it before. Actually, let me see if I could pull it out. You guys could just keep staring at that hash for now while I try to find this picture. Because it wasn't that long ago. Yeah. Here we go. Check this out, chat. The camera's making it. I'll put it on this one. This will be a little. Anyways, you're gonna have to trust me. When I got it, it was in the super sandy form, as you can sort of see on the camera. It's hard with the reflection of the light, and I'm just too lazy to do that. But it melted beautifully, man. This looks really good. Let's take a little bit of a scoop out, see what it looks like. Don't judge me. I'm gonna go middle of the jar just because this one's a little slumped. That was pretty good. It's already drying out, you can tell, but it's still wet enough, and especially for something that's been in the fridge, this looks really, really terpy. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful cure on this. This might be the best time to smoke this jar instead of back when I first got it. I didn't even smell this jar yet. Okay, wow. Wow. I mean, wow. This is, holy shit. This is like, this would win cups. I try a lot of stuff. Listen, a lot of the stuff I try is amazing. There are certain things that you could tell are special. This is special. Like, I maybe I can understand why. Bro, I think I heard people are paying like $200 a gram for this. Like, this is a very, 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 very hype jar. Very, very expensive jar. Damn. Wody, you gotta smell this, bro. What do you think? Is this a conflict of interest for you?
No.
Okay, cool. That is a wow jar. Based on smell and look alone, I would have given this a 9 on looks just because it's not as clean as, let's say, a Sift. Like, it's not 99.9% pure heads. So I would have given it a 9 on looks, maybe even a 9.5 just because the way it's curing is so beautiful. I would have given that shit an 11 if I could, on smell. This is one of the best jars I've smelled. Man, I gotta say it, in like a very long time. A very long time. This might even be like, if this came to a jar check, this probably would have won of like, I haven't smelled a jar like this in any jar check. It's not Skittlesy, right? But it's got that like, something in there. Like, it's not Skittles, but man, it's, this is probably gonna be heavy. We're gonna bring in Kev after this. For sure. Let me spit the RFK out real quick. I'm gonna put it on red. I have faith, man. I typically don't like to put my melt on red. I like to put it on green, but I actually have a little bit of faith that this is gonna handle it. Yeah, this is an insane smelling jar. Like, holy shit. Listen, I wouldn't have said any of that if it was just good, you know. If it was like, oh, it's just another good jar of melt, I wouldn't be glazing. That is truly impressive. Is this ready? Am I tripping? Oh no, it got stuck to the carb cap. Man. I would bet if that jar was in the Billies. Insane. I believe that jar would win the melt category at Ego Clash. In Barcelona, I haven't been through all the jars up in NorCal. I missed this last year. But in my opinion, that would have won easily the hash category. That easily would have won. That is truly impressive, man. That is truly impressive. Wow. Wow. God damn. This is like, I gotta... You guys know the reference. That one's going in the pocket. We can't say what that's referencing right now. We'll tell that story at another time, but that one's going in the pocket. Frog poison. I just said frog poison is a made-up name. I didn't know that was actually another strain. So not that. That's just, I don't know. I don't know what the name for that is. And if, you know, much like Piatella, other people are doing cured resin. Some people are doing it very close to what Piatella is. Some people are following the process as much as they can. Some people have been taught by Uncle. But only Uncle does Piatella. You know what I mean? And if somebody's like that with Toad Venom, I don't want to disrespect that. So, like, even if I fuck with the hash. So, like, you guys kind of know what it is. I don't know what he's calling it. But, yeah. God, I feel like fucking Donkey Kong has, like, incepted me. I can't see the word banana without going, banana! I can't, like... It's too many hours of Donkey Kong, man. I finally beat it. I took your advice, and I played through. I didn't cheat and see how to do it. I had to go back and get all those fucking coins, but... Anyways, all right. I also agree Uncle's Piatella is truly the best. I genuinely agree. It's runts. It's all runts. It always has been runts. Everything is runts. All right, cool. Yo, chat, let's get Kev. Let's get some,
He's ready.
He's ready. No break.
I mean, yeah,
Great. Take the wheel. Oh, and nobody is buying the Switch 2. Ma! Only a loser would buy the Switch 2. I guess I'm a fucking loser then, huh? Only a loser wouldn't be playing Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm kidding, by the way, Odin Arcade. I like the Switch 2. I don't like the new Mario Kart. Genuinely feel like the new Mario Kart's a kind of a flop. It's not as fun as MK8. Donkey Kong was fun. And I might play Cyberpunk on it, but I think it's a beautiful system. Let's get Kevin
Speaking of
here.
flop, what's up, my brother? Let's go, Kings! Wow. Ooh, thank you. All right.
Take on the questions, bud.
Did you guys miss Roger? Because he's been gone for a minute, and I've been missing.
I haven't seen Kevin in like 3 weeks, dude.
Mhm.
At least 3 weeks.
Uh,
Holy shit.
How I felt was a mix between like a Blink-182 song and an Evanescence song.
Oh my god.
That's how I
I
felt.
should have played that for the first song.
Take me left inside. Can't wake up. What's up, gang? Can I get some W's in the chat? Sorry, haven't seen you. Don't forget who I am. Kevin's here, aka Weapon. What up, Gangladesh? How you guys living? Pretty good? Same? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, gang loves that shit for sure. All right, cool. Well, we have got some stuff to talk about. First, let me get this order of operations correct, though, and let's smoke some El Rajo's hash. Is he hitting the GZ1? What's going on? This is Stromboli? Look at this fucking sick ass shit. GZ1, he'll be at PuffCon, holding it down with the Mid-City Signs family. We got my edible dealer with them. They're repping hard. They're bringing the fucking market again. Fire. Ooh. Who else, when you open the jar and there's a little bit on the lid, you just start with what's on the lid. You just get that done with, right? Or do you just leave that lingering on the lid for every time you look at it, you can see it? On that note, we're gonna do hash cam with the lid dab. This lid dab is looking more fire than your guys' finest hash. And this is from Kalia. Shout out to them for the lid extracts. There is some fire on this table. Fire. Oh, you frequent that site? Fuck yeah, brother. Rotten.com for the people. That shit used to be fucked up. That in E-Bombs world, that shit changed me, brother. That shit changed me good. I guess we're going on the OG new peak. I won't go too heavy on this thing. Don't need to hit the Easter egg mode. Bippity boppity boo. Who's excited for PuffCon? This year, promise you, biggest, best year yet. We have more area at PuffCon. I don't know if we're like sandbagging this info, but like there's a whole nother lot that's open this year. We're gonna have over 30 additional vendors up there on the secondary lot, which should come up with a better name than secondary lot. We're gonna call that the alley for time given. See us on the alley. Oh, what do we got? Red settings. Sounds good. Thank you. Oh yeah, I had that fucking vintage. I saw that merch the other day. That shit spoke to me. I'm gonna take this and then we'll talk more about PuffCon because I want to make sure I'm nice and winded as I'm trying to explain some of this stuff. I'm be really short on breath. And speaking of which, I was supposed to call Chelsea back and go take a dab with her. If you're watching this, Chelsea, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One of these days, I'm coming in here and I'm running up that counter. That's gonna be the only point. I might not even say anything. I might just be up to fucking 14. Not a word spoken. You guys just watch me hit the shit. Thanks, Andrew. VW van, great investment. It's got everything you need. It's got a fucking seat that turns into a bed. Chelsea, love you, pal. Sorry. You got the smile under those tears, though, so I know you still love me. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna take another one, Smoky Locks. And the 7 little dwarfs. And the 710 dwarfs. I see what you did there, kind of. What do we got on? Oh, whoa, whoa, we got a cool ass thing off site with this Q-tips. Okay, sick. So, to talk about PuffCon a little bit more, if you haven't already seen the lineup broken up into 2 days, I'll talk you through that a little bit. On Saturday, we are sticking true to our hip-hop roots. We are bringing in Key Glock to headline, coming off of the fucking latest tour with Live Nation. We've got Law Russell holding it down with the Yee section. If you're not already familiar, check out their Tiny Desk. It's fucking epic. He took over Outside Lands this past weekend and really held it down for the Bay. Super excited to feature him. We've got the Alchemist and Friends. Obviously, huge shout out to Alchemist. He's on his generational run right now. That said, he's bringing out some friends. Don't know who that might be yet. We'll see who's in town. Guarantee you're gonna see some heat out there. And then our girl Win, she will be holding it down on the main stage with us this year. She's awesome. She's out of Portland. She just sold out a little tour that she's doing up there. And it's really cool to have a female lyricist on board with us this year. Sunday, we're bringing out Eric Andre. For the first time ever, Eric Andre is doing the Rapper Warrior Ninja live on stage. Super excited to bring this to everybody. If you haven't seen the previous seasons that he did of this show, he's featured everybody from Earl Sweatshirt, he's featured Kendrick, he's got Schoolboy. I mean, you name it, they've been on that show rapping to win. That being said, we are going to be bringing out some talent to enjoy Rapper Warrior Ninja. We will have Zombie Juice on board. He'll be holding it down, representing Flatbush Zombies. Didn't bring him back this year, but super excited to have him holding it down. We've got our boy Rocket Needs Space, our boy Casper, and we're gonna be bringing in some other really cool community members and hip hop artists so that Sunday is extra special for you guys. Also on Sunday, we're doing Reggie Watts, super awesome comedian. He's got a great voice as well. He will be performing all kinds of insane live, somewhat improv work. And then we got Blake Weber, aka DJ Uncle Blazer. There she is! everybody. She doesn't like to do this very often, but Mrs. Chelsea's here. Get in here, bud. Beep, beep. Come on, you like smoking hash?
Your arms.
Yeah, please, get in here. You want to actually get this ready?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can do this. No, try it. Give it a shot. Oh, hold on. Let me put these behind my thing. I wish me and Roger still did this. He took this from me. Fuck yeah, it's not every day you get to human octopi like this. Almost. Hold on, there. You got something on there? There's nothing on the dab tool. Hold on, almost. Yeah, wwws. Oh, there it is. Oh, let me put this in here. Almost. Yep, right there. I'm gonna put it right here. That shit is good.
Is it good?
Almost. Here it is. Yeah, just scrape that thing in a little more. If I had arms like that, I'd scrape it in for sure. I'm gonna double click it, and then I'll put it to my mouth and put the carb cap on. Sorry in advance if this piece sees any wreckage, but this is gonna be cool, man. Double clicked it, all right? I haven't danced like this since I was in my early 30s, guys. When I used to dance like this, I stole the show. Like, I was at every limbo contest. I would lean back, put my arms out to the side. Oh, speaking of which, arms out to the side. It's about time. Let me hit this thing. YMCA. Hold on, I need to put it a little lower. Excuse me. That's better. And now I present you Chelsea. Get over here, sister.
Hi.
Crazy work.
I don't
How
really
are
do
you?
it be on camera, but I'll rip it.
That's fine. Don't you fucking worry about her. Oh yeah, put that thing out there. Ah.
Okay, that was it.
Chelsea's been on a shadow ban, everybody. If you could just go to her page, Chelsea_Puffco. She would appreciate it. Leave her a W, share one of her things, tell your friends about her page. She needs your help.
Help me!
She's on a mission to get back onto everybody's Richter scale, and we need you. All right, that was my political shit for the day. Anyways, to get back into Sunday's programming, on top of Blake Anderson, which is, you know, our boy from fucking Workaholics, he goes as DJ Uncle Blazer. He'll be having a lot of fun with us, as will DJ Doug Pound. Fuck yeah, we're putting numbers today, baby. So yeah, that's a look at Sunday. Like I said, we're gonna be expanding the map again this year. We're coming up with a better process to get people in the gate faster. You won't be out there waiting for hours. Stay tuned for a couple of our most recent posts that will include a bit more about that process. So lock in with us now. We will have ticket prices going up for PuffCon soon. I won't tell you the exact date. I'll keep it ambiguous. But you need to buy your tickets. Because otherwise, in maybe, who even knows, 2 weeks or so, who knows how long, you're going to miss out. And then you're going to be mad at me. And you're going to spend an extra 20% just because you waited, even though you knew you wanted to come to PuffCon. We want you to join us. Buy your tickets. You can put it on the interest plan if it's over $100, or not interest plan, but whatever the fuck it is, payment plan. Run it up. Everybody, go to puffcon.com. We're working with Tixer this year. We've got lockers available. Like, we are stepping it up. We want you to have the best experience possible. And that takes you committing early so that we can share all of this cool news. And yes, tomorrow's price is not today's price, nor was it yesterday's price. Yeah. We haven't come out with this official announcement yet, so I'm just going to tell you for the stream, and then we're going to have to reserve this. So nobody put this out there, but I'm really excited about this next partnership we got to announce. PuffCon 2025 has teamed up with Smorgasburg Los Angeles to host the coolest, best, most curated food experience you've seen not only at PuffCon over the years, but in the greater SoCal area. We are super big fans of theirs. They started out in Brooklyn, as did Puffco. They too have made a name for themselves in Los Angeles. We are super excited to work with them to not only give our vendors the best experience on the back end, but to give you, the attendee, the most food options. We're bringing in fucking lobster this year. You name it. You like boba? Come drink it at PuffCon. You like fucking terps? You can get them here too, baby. Sorry, I should have been hitting this thing. I'm gonna restart it. Thai tea float, fuck me up. Ooh. I'll write my mom about that thing. I would send her a fucking mailer about that Thai tea float with ice cream with boba as well. The only thing I've had that's similar that was pretty damn good too, same type of vibe, but they had miniature bobas and regular size bobas in the same cup. Fuck me up. Just when you get tired of chewing, you got the little mini guys to get stuck in your teeth. That's nice. Lobster and hash, you name it. We got some other really cool food announcements coming next week. Stay tuned, please. We will be bringing back somebody very special who you got to see last year, who you might want to see again this year. They're doing something food related. We're going to have some extra perks for VIPs. We've been holding a lot of stuff in that we can't wait to tell you. So stay tuned. Get your tickets now. Lock in. Thank you. If you have paninis, they will come. Amazing. Thank you, everybody. We're going to go to commercial break. We're going to bring the big dog back in here. Who knows when you get to see him again. So make sure to show him a lot of love, all right? He comes on here. He dedicates his time for you. He drives into the office. He fucking could be at home chillaxing. He does this for you guys. Be nice to him. Okay, I'm just kidding. Be mean to him. Thanks. Bye.
He who is back again, never quick to fail. Double back, won't miss a meal. Sharp as steel, don't hurt everything that is said about me. I ain't tripping, don't let lucky here, he don't play about me. Loyalty is not for sale. Wishing those who wish me well, a great bill of health. They said I see you at the top, well then I'll be here. 10 years, so I'm still spinning, shit, I'll be down. Misunderstood, my words get twisted, shit, that's my fault. It's on the chain, I'm never.
All right, y'all. Here we are. Here we are. Kevin gave you guys all the good news. For those that don't know, by the way, Smorgasborg is what do we call it? Like a food event or something? It's like a weekly thing that has like some of the best food stands both in LA and in New York. It was started in Williamsburg, which is kind of where it got its name from. And it's kind of a big deal. Like, not to say like for us or anything else, but like if you're a person who leaves the house on the weekend in chase of good food in LA, you're aware of it. And same in New York. So like, shout out to Kev for pulling that together. I feel like that's going to be really big for the people coming to PuffCon. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you're not going there for the food, but you're going to walk past what they set up and be like, holy shit, I got to get something. I typically don't go because, well, I'm trying to lose weight, chat, and that is not the place to do it. They probably got some healthy options there, right? They got to have one.
No,
Like, yeah, but you know, you can still have a fried Oreo and it's vegan. Like, hey, listen, you know, that's why the gang goes. The gang goes almost every weekend. Kev's out there. What's the name of the shrimp spot? There's like the dudes that Taste of the Pacific.
Oh yeah, so
I know they've been having some issues. Are they figuring it out?
I think they're figuring it out. I'm not sure. They haven't been as smart in a while.
Huh.
I think that's like,
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, they're going through it. That was one of my favorites, though, Taste of the Pacific. And I heard some other rumors. I don't know if you know, like some homies doing some, yeah, that which I forgot. I didn't even bring them up thinking of that, but like. Anyways, hopefully Taste of the Pacific will be there. That is some of the best shrimp I've had, man. They're They're great, man. There's gonna be so many good ones. What else? I think I'm gonna take. I don't even want to take another dab, honestly. The last dab I took was a toad venom. Smacked me,
So it smelled like it was like gonna be hit.
bro. Smacked me. I'm done. I don't even want to take another one. Thank you, Terp Tribe. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, if you got another question, admin, I'll do my best. I feel like we ran this longer than I thought we would today, so I delivered. The daybreak is worth it, Julian. It's worth it, man. I'll just load up something else for later, at least just to keep things going. Let's let me smell these and see which one I like more. Select. Oh. These loops have a very cheesy smell. It's funny, when I say cheesy, I've seen some people smell something like, that's not cheesy, that's guava. I smell cheese, man. And I like it. Like, that's for me. What do you smell when you smell it, man? I think now that I've said it, it's in his head. Unfortunately, but like, what do you smell when you smell that?
I can see where you see like that type of thing. It is like a funky.
It's got a crazy funk and loops. Apparently, like the cross isn't disclosed. I guess somewhere in there, right? Why would you add a Z if there's nothing in there? And I'm trying to think of like what could a loop even be, like Fruity Loops. What were the Fruity Loops crosses? But like this doesn't smell like any of that. Doesn't smell like Z. It's got like a guava papaya on the funkier side, like not the sweet side. Here we go again. Keo HK, favorite device to currently smoke out of. Believe it or not, it's the Proxy. Not only is it my favorite, it's my favorite also to still currently smoke out of. I love it. I'm probably gonna take my last dab off of it. It's great. Oh man, anyways, this is the loops. Just classic looking trikey jar. Again, always the cleanest, man. This is always the fucking cleanest. Yeah. I'll take a baby dab for this. Baby. I'm going light. I'm gonna put it on red. I feel like all the strains that I've hit today have been on the heavier side. I'm laughing at like my definition of small dab. It's not really small. Here's what it looks like after I swipe the dabber through there. I feel like that's always small dab, chat. Small dab. Right? You got a solid 10th of this 2-gram jar gone. No, I put some back, as you can see. But it's just like this is how Trikey does, man. All these different strains, and like you could see the different color amongst them all, but like his selection of the plants that he's processing and just how they deliver all in this consistent experience, right? This isn't as white as the first one, but it definitely has color. Damn, this is only number 8, huh? I tried something called cheese directly and I didn't love it. It was too sweet. Oddly enough, I feel like other things I tried were cheesier. Not this guy trying to sell it to you again. Hey guys, I'm Roger and I'm here to tell you why the Proxy is my thing. No, come on. Again, successfully rage baited. Again. Showing no growth whatsoever. Do I prefer my proxy stock? I actually prefer it with JD Allred, who I have to get back to. My DMs get slated and I forget, but I love the wooden pieces, man. I love the wooden pieces. Ryan Fitz made me a bunch of great pieces over the years. This is just what was on the table. I didn't really request anything for today. I typically don't hit the bub just because I go dry, but the bub still hits great dry. That was really good, man. That was really good. The loops, what an interesting flavor. It's kind of citrusy, I would say. Like when you exhale it, I find that when you smell something that has this cheesy, really nasty funk, it never tastes like that. Ever tastes like that when you exhale. It's like always sweet or something else. But on the nose, I just get hardcore like guava cheese Danish. This shit is like Portos. This shit smells like fucking a Portos Danish. Damn. Did Abin ask another question? I don't think so. Oh no, he did. He was the favorite device to currently smoke. I don't. Man, there's like other things I wanted to show you guys. I don't really.
And I was melt.
Yeah. Skip that one. I'm gonna skip that one, chat. I'm gonna go on to this other melt I have on the table. Cause how could I not? This is some Tricadelics melt, man. This is some Trike. This is what it's looking like. This was out of the freezer to me today. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Oh, how do you zoom in again? No, it's okay. This is good enough. You guys can see it. Let me take a little bit out of here. This is strong. This is his Starburst OG. Now, this is a classic in-house single source Trike strain. And been smoking this one for years. It's still great. It's a great one to end the stream with. It is truly heavy. This is a heavy one. What state is the easiest to start up a smoking lounge? I'm not sure. I don't even know what states have a lot of lounges. I feel like in California, it's insanely expensive and there's not a lot of places you can do it. In New York, it's very challenging. I don't know where it's easy. I think they're popping off in Texas, but that's just because it's like a gray area. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's any like easy place to do it without a gang of money and connections right now. All right, let's put this on. No questions, admin, huh? Great for me, because after I take this dab, I'm cooked. Doing its motherfucking thing. What do you mean? Florida gets love from Pubco all the time. We're out there, man. We're at many stores. I believe we've sponsored events in Florida, especially throughout the years. It's hard for us to be like everywhere all at once, you know? I would say that like PuffCon in LA is just like it's a thing that could really only happen the way it does exactly here. and I highly encourage you guys to come out. Like, there's other places higher up on the list than Florida. No shots at Florida. That we would throw the next PuffCon at if we were expanding PuffCon, which currently we're not. It's hard to. It's expensive. But for sure, we're gonna try to go out there. Like, yeah, we need good rosin in Mexico. Yeah, that's a question somebody asked. I saw that. That's not what admin is saying, but yeah, I hear it's tough in Mexico. I do hear it's tough. Oh my god, tough. Yeah, chat, I'm cooked. I'm high. I'm tired. I am off next week. I am taking some time for myself. A much needed break. And then I probably won't be back the week after that, right? But maybe. But then definitely the week after that. Week after that is what? That's September 16th, I think. Is it? Probably something like that. So anyways, if you don't see me in 2 weeks, you'll definitely see me in 3. And then I think post PuffCon, once I recover, we'll be back to a more normal cadence of streaming. It'll all make sense in the future. 2 weeks off stream. 2 weeks off stream, chat. Great. That means I get to get back to work and just focus on work that day. All right, chat. Thank you. I miss you guys. I think you can kind of tell I'm pretty fucking tired. So like, I'm not at my 100% right now, but when I'm back, I will be. I'm excited to see y'all. It's gonna be super fun. And then PuffCon, see me there. That's going to be the best fucking place to see me. That's where I'm at. I'm not out a lot. Like, you're not gonna see me in many places. You will definitely catch me at PuffCon. And then we'll be back on these streams shortly after. Thank you guys. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Charles. Thanks, Bodie. Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks, Stream Team. Peace.
What is your definition of happiness?
A clear horizon. Nothing to worry about. Only things that are creative.
Let me break it down for those who don't know but should. Me and Stone in your kitchen like a breakfast nook. Fly off the handle, now I'm going off script. Last week that shit was fresh, this week it's rotten. Fuck it, let me go off. This a part of the song that Stone said I told y'all.